Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Trudograd with me, BringItDon. We're gonna swing by Kolatushkin Street real fast. The little birdie told me something was about to happen. Sounds like cursing and crying make you turn around. After carefully peeking around behind a corner, you notice a frightful display. A lynch mob surrounded a northerner. They're attaching a rope to a light post. Seems like you're about to witness vigilante justice. Nobody saw you yet, so you're free to live? I think it means leave. But then, our victim will surely suffer a gruesome death. I don't believe in mob justice, so I'm gonna step in. Though I guess I'm taking justice into my own hands by attacking the mob. I wish there was another option. Interrupt the execution by attacking the mob. I would prefer if I could talk them down. But I'll do what I can. I'm trying to go after this guy, I think. Yeah, he's definitely the most dangerous. I know that I dropped my weapon. For some reason, when this icon appeared, I thought he shot my shoes off. Well, good news is, I don't need to pick up the other weapon right now. I've got this. Oh, not enough action points. Alright, that's fine. I don't have a ton of damage with that. A little disappointing. Also, my shield stays equipped with the two-handed weapon. That's awesome. It makes sense, because, I mean, if you strap your shield to your arm. That's really cool. Yeah, I think we're just going to default to the sledgehammer instead of the knife now. I wish I had the knife still, because I could swap to that real fast. So we have the half strike, I guess. I'm really glad they added two-handed weapons. That's something I thought was missing from the base game. Actually, I think in my last Let's Play of the base game, I was talking about like a spear-type weapon. Whoa, where'd you get that from? Hey, what are you doing, buddy? I need to remember to pick up my knife off the ground. Alright, we're getting our health back as we go. Not a big deal. I like how they call it concerned citizens. Okay. Well, hello there. Oh, gee. Oh, the animations. So I really like the sound of the sledgehammer hitting too. So it has this little icon on the back here. I think that's the shield directional icon. The little green thing underneath this guy's leg here. So I guess when it's using a two-handed weapon, it still counts as the shield blocking my back. When you use a two-handed, like... Oh man, maybe drop a weapon again. Alright, we need to pick that up. Probably my knife too, I'm thinking about it. Nope, it's blocking me to the front now. So I don't know why it was behind me earlier. So the base game when you had like a two-handed gun, like a rifle or a shotgun. Oh, that's right. I should have moved towards him instead. I forgot that I had that perk. It would put your shield on your back, and so you can turn and face towards the enemy, or face your back towards the enemy, and you get the bonus with the shield. See, here it is to my back again. But I thought it was the direction I was facing, but that's obviously not the case here. By the way, I can keep the shield equipped while using a two-handed weapon. That's all I care about. That's really awesome. Very happy about that. Alright, I'm just gonna eat all the food that they have, and... let's grab everything else. The Spike Club was so good for most of the base game. I'm going to compare it to what I currently have equipped. And it's really hard to find a better weapon than the Spike Club. I mean, like, the Tiger Machete obviously was, but... what's his inventory looking like? He's actually over encumbered. That would explain a little bit. Sorry, we're heading somewhere. We'll sell stuff when we get there. In fact, to speed things along, we can go and equip our shield. Still over encumbered. That's fine. Let's just get to where we're going so we can sell what we need. We need to sell. I'm not going to sell what we actually need because that would make sense. I know what I'm saying. Hey, we'll swing by the tavern real fast. Vasilisa's here, so we can go talk to her and sell some stuff. So she doesn't have a lot of rubles, but we can probably exchange it for ammunition. It's always a good idea. You can invest, so if they run out of rubles, if they have ammunition, you can always exchange for that as a form of currency. You see me do it with cigarettes a few times. Only 23. She has ammunition, so let's go ahead and grab that. Alright, sorry Hexogen since he's over encumbered. Let's see. What does he have equipped? Oh, he has that equipped, alright. So we don't need the metal bolts. Don't need cologne of any kind. Get rid of all that. I don't know if we're gonna need diesel or not, so I don't want to get rid of that yet. Need waste paper. Actually, does she have waste paper? She does. So let's go and grab that as well. Alright, what else do we got? That's too much. Yeah, she doesn't buy a lot of the stuff for very much. Oh, that's too much as well. Let's see. I'm actually could have taken a small hit. What else did I buy? I already forgot what I got. Oh, waste paper, that's right. So we're at 14. He's still over encumbered, just barely. Let's drop that on the ground. Alright. Off to a slow start, but we'll get there. My character is currently running around with a shield on his back, so I wonder if swapping to like the two-handed weapon in combat bugs out the shield. I'm still supposed to be on my back when I'm using a two-handed weapon. Oh, I guess we'll see when we pick another fight. Oh, we're here during the day. Wait, no, this is... Never mind. Forget what I'm saying. I thought this was the police station. Go to the police station next to see what happens during the day. Yep, and he didn't make it. So this is the only one of the 3 people I interviewed for the journalist. What's my endurance at? Oh, belly full. Yeah, he's the only one of the 3 people I interviewed for the journalist about Kyozursky. They gave me extra information. And so he was targeted by Kyozursky, aka Potap, because of that. Alright. What do we got going on over here? Well, hello there. What do you got? Bronze amulet, +1 personality, don't need that. Seryozha mace. Little more than a glorified club. This mace is made of ordinary materials and unexceptional craftsmanship. Its heavy head is made to resemble the insulting fig sign. 10 to 28. I have to see how that compares to my current stuff. I can put my hammer weight on it, though. Alright, so we need a knuckle duster for hexogen. Heavy battle sledge. Well, let's go and buy this for hexogen before I do anything else. Why buys this for so much? Should I sell? I don't know if I should sell this or not. I'll talk to him first. So I want to see why he buys that for so much before I do anything else. Well, sure. You trying to shortchange me, man? Here, let's do this instead. I guess maybe I should have kept this for hexogen. Well, anyway. The kind-hearted mustache fellow smiles broadly in your direction, but the most honest smile you've ever seen. Blessed be Seryozha. We need from this simple smith friend. I don't know. A discount maybe? Sorry, my wares are cheap as they are. Then I'd like to ask you a few questions. I'm listening. What are you doing here, dude? I'm on a holy pilgrimage. See this monument here? Smith points to a huge memorial wall near his tent. This is a monument to the last war. After the Trudogradian authorities built it, Saint Seryozha's pilgrims decided to use this place as a rest stop during their journey. I, along with the other faithful, stopped here for a day or two, but later was caught unawares by terrible snowstorms. With the roads blocked and landmarks obscured by a blanket of white, I ended up spending the whole winter here. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your wares. I'm selling holy amulets, nails, work knives, and sadly weapons too. Saint Seryozha taught me to be friendly to my enemies. If they want to fight, I show them the sign of the fig. The smith pulls out a huge mace, the top of which sports a metal sculpture of a hand displaying a mildly offensive gesture, the so-called fig sign, a thumb wedged between two fingers. What? Like, I got your nose? I'll look at the mace when I equip it. And if the enemy really insists on violence, you can even hit him over the head with it. Tell me about yourself. In my youth, I was a scallywag and a bully, but this all changed the day I learned of Saint Seryozha's teachings. He's the patron saint of good deeds, friendship, kindness, good health, and riddles. I heard any good rumors. Folks are saying a great army is gathering up north with the aim of conquering the wastes with fire and sword. Not the most upbeat rumor I've heard, especially since I'm on a pilgrimage north to Saint Seryozha's burial mound. I see. Can we change the subject? As you wish, friend. Now, you mentioned some Seryozha fellow. Who's that? The man's grin grows even wider. He puts his hands on his hips and replies in a jolly tone. Good question, my friend. All his disciples know many different stories of the mighty saint. Okay, care to elaborate on them? You see, Seryozha made up a large assortment of stories about his birth and life. Each of these stories is a fable, which confers an important piece of wisdom to the disciple. I wouldn't mind hearing such a story. Let it be known that Seryozha was born in a village during a time of terrible famine. Everyone was suffering until he discovered his first magical talent. He started to produce seemingly endless amounts of soybeans from his goiter, and fed his fellow villagers mouth to mouth like a mama bird. He saved the village, and he was still an infant at the time, no more than 2 months old. After the war, he became a healer and cured many simple folks in the wastes with his blessed touch. He also predicted the future and spread his teachings across the globe. The end. So, what do you think of this wise fable? What are his teachings, though? His main tenet is to be kind and gentle, just like Seryozha. If someone attacks you, make the sign of the fig to show you have no interest in violence. Only a philosophy like this can help humanity heal its wounds and return our pre-war quality of life. Okay, and what was so wise about the fable you told me? Heck, I mean, heaven only knows. I don't have time to figure out stuff like that. But as Saint Seryozha said, upon reading a book, you feel like you wasted your time on nonsensical gibberish. Maybe it really was nonsensical gibberish. I see. Very interesting. I agree. It's all very interesting. Now, what does it mean to observe the teachings of Saint Seryozha? You must do good deeds and not say naughty words. And other than that, try to be kind to everyone you meet. I guess I'm I guess I'm also a follower of Saint Seryozha. Now that's the gist of it. You must also visit the holy sites of Seryozha and give gifts of money and food to the head priest of the cult, because generosity is another virtue. I see. So how did Seryozha become a saint? Well, he was a miracle worker. He could heal with his touch. He could talk to animals. Man starts counting miracles on his fingers. He turned milk into sour milk. He used a coin to break bottles. He lit matches on the heel of his boot. He predicted future events by using playing cards and coffee stains. I keep adding words there. He reversed the brainwashing effect of water fluoridation with his mind. And he did a lot of stuff. Tell me, where is this Seryozha now? The smith sighs heavily, looks down at his feet. A long while ago, Saint Seryozha fell into a deep slumber, but the vile doctors of the local hospital announced he had died and forced his worshippers to bury him. Since that day, he rests inside his burial mound where his disciples travel to visit him to pay their respects. By the way, the earth of his grave cures cancer, Krasnov syndrome, and even the common cold. Ah, I see. Now let's talk about Seryozha for now. Let's stop talking about Seryozha. Doubling over my words. Hope one day you will join our beautiful family, friend. My name is Baldur. It's nice to meet you. Listen, Baldur, do you play Insultathon, or was it Offendathon? The smile slowly fades from Baldur's face. He takes a cautious look around and comes closer. Who told you that? Was it the old Urfar? Listen, I used to play this game, but I'm no longer professional. Those days are long gone. Saint Seryozha taught me the evil of insults and gambling. I don't even play Bombagun. Sin or no sin, you admitted it yourself that you still play the game. Yeah, okay, you're right. The tradition of Insultathon must live on. But I still don't want to play with you. I make it a rule to only play with intelligent people. Gosh darn it. Oh, that's probably why I couldn't do it, or try again with Urfar himself. My intelligence isn't high enough. I have another rule that might interest you. I bathe occasionally. You should try it sometime, and those flies wouldn't follow you everywhere. Baldur sniffs his armpit, and his face grows dark. You talk big. Too bad you're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee. Why are you always insulting my looks? Is it to distract attention from that tenderized ham you're using for a face? The smith opens his mouth to object, but he thinks about it too long and loses his momentum. You decide to use this opening to strike again. And why so quiet all of a sudden? You spotted that vodka kiosk in the distance? Eh, Rummy? Only your fat whore of a mother would be interested in a place like that. After spouting this rule-breaking, world-shattering insult, Baldur gasps and covers his mouth with both hands. Wag your finger at him. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mothers are out of bounds. Yes, I know. I'm so sorry. That's why I stopped playing Insultathon. It made me say awful things. Things that never would have come to mind outside of this horrific game. It's all good. So does this mean I'm the new Insultathon champion? Probably. I don't follow the world of Insultathon closely anymore. Thanks for reminding me of the past. It was a lot of fun, at least for me. At least before I stepped out of line. Alright, let's trade. I do want to grab. So I can put both of these. I already have this, but I can put this on the Seryozha mace as well. Let's grab this. It's a little pricey. I mean, I could trade this for it. I don't know if this is going to come up again. But most other places only buy it for 500. This guy buys it for 1400. I'm gonna hold on to it for now. Alright, I love to win. What can I say? See you around, man. We did level up. We need 40... Did next gen also level up? Perfect. We need 40 in crafting. There we go. Alright, what does he have? I forgot what we're doing next. Effective training, that's right, we're heading towards that. For him, we'll have him carry alcohol around. Then we'll save up for effective training. Oh crap, I don't have my stuff equipped. I should probably reload. I'm not going to. Only need 4 more points, so let's remember to equip that stuff. Let's go do that right now, while I'm thinking about it. Hold on a second. Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. Alright, let's take care of my new weapon real fast. Wait, did I not buy that other thing? Or is it in his inventory? Alright, it's right there. Perfect. Alright, equip that on him. Get rid of this. Alright, so how does that compare? So 10 to 48 damage, 4 to 5 AP costs, 10% stun chance, 10% chance of causing panic. So lower minimum damage there. I think it's a straight upgrade to the Soviet Army knife. But I think I'm going to replace the sledgehammer with it. Can't really get a good look at it. Let's go and sell this. As cool as it is, I like this weapon a little more, I think. Alright, let's talk to this guy. You stop before the mild-mannered man with the graying beard, and he turns to you with a polite smile. I'm glad to meet you, my son. Fate herself brought you to us, didn't she? Whoa, 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 friend. He is my son, not yours. Your own overgrown paramilitaristic baby boy to greet. Got it? Forgive me. It's merely a figure of speech. If you have any work for me, then sure. After studying you closely, the man smiles, satisfied by what he sees. What muscles? Yes, you look exactly like someone who could help us. But come on, dude. Cough it up already. What do I need to do? The man lowers his gaze as he explains. As a pacifist, it pains me to say this, but our community is desperate. We need someone who can destroy the despicable cool cult. Did I say despicable? I cannot read today. Despicable. A disturbing movement settled between the scrap quarter and the Trudograd machine factory. Send those bastards to hell, my son, on the express train. Then shall you know the unending bounty of heaven, eternal life, Alyssa maids, etc. Yeah, etc. Never mind. And you will also receive an earthly gift, 600 rubles. Your camp is next door to the police station. Wouldn't it be easier to ask the cops for help? Factory workers have no quarrel with the cool cult. Despite their wicked nature, the northern sect is vile and covetous enough to see that attacking important people or large groups would mean their demise. Only lonely travelers, orphans, and old folks fall victim to the cowardly cultists. I swear by Saint Seryozha, the creeps are kidnapping children by the dozen, and nobody does anything about it. What if I chase them off without violence? Would that work for you? Saint Seryozha did teach us to be kind, but I'm not sure the hooligans will listen to you. Now, what's so cool about this cult? Let me use their own slang against them for a moment. Their cult is actually lame and bogus. Only their members call it cool. They chose this name due to their erroneous belief that kitty diddling, killing people, and drinking cheap hooch is the peak of coolness. Alright, well, I'm not going to talk them down then, I'm going to kill them. The now dead leader taught this pathologically violent flock that empathy, kindness, and education are stupid. He preached the benefits of disrespecting old people, littering, and harming animals. He even told them being bad was rad. Who knows what else he would have taught them? He had been mysteriously murdered after his speech on the benefits of killing your mentors. Now his disciples are nothing but anarchists, and the only cure for their antisocial behavior is death. Now what exactly did they do to deserve death? Apart from the mugging and killing, a lot of things. Bob R. Smith will never tell you this. Once they threw a beer bottle at his face when he took a shortcut through their territory. Only the bottle wasn't full of beer, or rather the result of drinking beer. They also stole a dog from us. We searched all over for the poor mutt. When we finally found it, it had been crucified on our cartwheel. Needless to say, its meat was no longer edible due to spoilage. And those are but a few of their myriad crimes. If I was to list all the times they killed, robbed, murdered, and taunted simple, hardworking townsfolk, it would take me a solid week. Please, deal with them, my son. So be it. I'll take the job. The man smiles widely, cups his hands around his mouth, and shouts into the sky. Seryozha! Hey Seryozha, are you there? It's me, Father Macarius. Have you heard? That good man over there agreed to help us. Could you bless him? Let him succeed where others failed. Please. Sorry. That's one of our rituals. Thank you, my son. Let the winds of change push you towards the den of evil. And let your left hand always hold the sign of the fig, and your right a mighty club. Okay, can you answer a few questions? I'm listening, my son. Who are you supposed to be, anyway? You already know this, my son. I'm Father Macarius, a traveling priest. What do you do here? My commune got stuck in this hospitable city for the winter. Trudograd was never our destination. We were just passing through on our pilgrimage to a faraway land to see the undying relics of our patron saint Seryozha, but then the roads were snowed over. What can you tell me about the city? I'll be honest. Trudograd sometimes deserves to be shown the fig sign in response to its attitude towards our commune. Only a small fig sign, because I respect the locals too much to insult them. Know any juicy gossip? The bloodthirsty despots of Borisabad, the traveling city, are in complete shock. The emissary was robbed right here in Trudograd. A priceless relic called the Eye of the General Secretary was stolen from him. We however know this diamond by the name Magnifying Glass Saint Seryozha used to burn ants, but only bad ones. To the good ones he gave sugar, actually. Too bad it's gone now. Interesting, can we change the subject? As you wish, my son. What do the things you yell mean? I don't pay any attention to that. Thought that since we're stranded here, I'd spread the word of our patron, Saint Seryozha. Pretend I'm interested. Tell me about Seryozha. Allow me to answer with a simple story from a simpler time. This took place when I was studying at university. It wasn't some fancy big city establishment. Oh no. My alma mater was Volgograd's Agricultural Institute. I still recall those beautiful buildings, and the guest lecturers, let me tell you, were some of the brightest minds in the USSR. The field trips were also great. During my second year, we went to the Vesyoily Kokos. That's not how you say that. Gosh darn it. I need to look that up. I looked it up before, and it's not how you think it'd be pronounced. Which was famous at the time for the amounts of milk its cows produced, despite tiny pastures. Me and my mates wanted to solve this mystery, but we learned that the Kokos wasn't just small, but also had only one milker, a small child by the name of Seryozha, but we were completely overwhelmed. Our mild interest metastasized into an obsession. I'll never forget the revelation I received one hot summer's day when I asked Seryozha, "How is it your cows produce so much milk?" Seryozha made fig signs with his fists and pressed them to the sides of his head, miming tiny cow horns. "Cow mamas always make extra for their son," he's saying. With a loud moo, he clicked his hooves together thrice and ran to the forest surrounding the Kokos. He was never seen again. So, what was the revelation? Simply the story means you can make anyone do an amazing job if you choose the right approach. But I doubt Seryozha would agree with this theory. Yeah, enlightening story, my man. Just remember, Seryozha isn't the patron saint of good deeds, health, and friendship. Isn't just. He's also the patron of riddles. He made up a lot of stories about his life. Each one contains a hidden lesson. They shouldn't be taken too seriously. So why did you think the locals would be interested in your faith? I sense a lot of pain and suffering within these walls. I don't believe the locals have much purpose in their lives. There's no worse suffering in life than a lack of purpose. That's what Saint Seryozha taught us anyway. I see. Can we change the subject? Up here at the memorial wall, know anything about this monument here? Man makes a furtive gesture at the black wall. This stone commemorates the victims of the last war. The rulers of Trudograd put it up several years ago. Ever since, they spent their own hard-earned money on its maintenance, keeping it clean and shiny all the time. It's a holy place for many, since there are almost no other monuments like it in the wastes. Oh, I get it. Anyway, gotta go. Did I spend my points? I did not. There we go. Alright. I should probably look into getting some attachments for his knuckle dusters as well. Not gonna worry about it right now, though. There really only the two people here? Yeah, I guess it's only the two pilgrims. Alright, I'm gonna call it here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Next episode, we'll continue around the police station, see if there's any new NPCs to talk to during the day, and just go on our way. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.